All right, so we have our double top plates now in place. So the next step that we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna straighten our walls. And the reason why we do this, right now our walls, they have some movement to them. So if we started to frame our roof on top, if we started putting our rafters up, all that weight would kind of come down and start pushing our walls out. The second reason that we want to straighten these right now, if we started to frame, we'd cut all of our rafters this exact same way, and they might fit nice and tight on the ends and on the corners, but when we get to the middle, they might be either too close to each other or too far out, and we won't get a nice tight joint at the top. So if we take our time right now and do a little bit of prep work and get everything nice and straight and get it secure so it won't move, it'll make the roofing process go a lot quicker. So what we're gonna do to straighten the walls, it's a little technique that you can do using some string. So what I've done is I've popped a nail in each corner on the top plate, and what we'll do is we'll take a measurement from that top plate out to that string, and we'll actually place that string at any distance. It doesn't really matter. I chose 3/4 of an inch. So I made it 3/4 of an inch on this end, and I made it 3/4 of an inch on that end, and then we can measure all along that top plate and push that wall in and out until it equals 3/4 of an inch all the way along. So we're also set up over here. Got the string in place already. So we'll come up here and I'll just do a double check. Looks like I have 3/4 of an inch. AJ, you want to measure over there? What do you got?
3/4 of an inch.
All right, so now we know, and I should mention, when you put the string up here, you want it nice and tight, so there's very little, there's actually no slack in this. If you don't have it tight and you have it slacking a little bit, you're just not gonna get a very accurate reading. So you've actually pulled this string really, really tight and hooked it on both nails. So I'm gonna get down here, move my ladder to the center of the wall here. And you can see I've already got a brace in place. This is very similar to what we were doing when doing temporary bracing for the walls when we plumb them. We're gonna do a very similar practice, nail it at the top, nail it at the bottom. Again, we have a plate nailed to the floor down there, making sure we hit a floor joist. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna come up here to the top. I'm gonna take a measurement, and I've actually got just under 7/16 of an inch. So right now, this wall is actually bowing in a little bit. So what AJ can do down on the floor is he can push out on this wall. He's gonna get a nail started. And we're gonna push out on this wall till we get 3/4 of an inch. All right, you wanna come in just a little bit. Right there looks pretty good. Yep. All right, so we let go, take another measurement, and we're right at 3/4 of an inch. All right, so we have 3/4 of an inch on that side and this side and right in the middle, so we know that this wall is straight. We're gonna repeat that process on all 4 walls, making sure we have a nice straight wall, and then we'll be ready to move on to the roof framing. All right, so we have our walls straightened now, and you may have noticed we have this ratchet strap in place. So what we were doing with this, our walls were just a little bit out of square, and what we did was we found which diagonal had a larger measurement, and we put the ratchet on that one. So what we have done with this ratchet is we've actually pulled these 2 corners together, and now that we have this in place, we can take another measurement here. Oop, oop, oop. And AJ's burning an inch, and we now have a reading of 174, which is exactly the measurement we had for this other angle. So we now know that our building has been pulled into square. Our walls are straight, and we're gonna actually leave all these braces in place until the framing of the roof and the sheathing is on. Once that roof sheathing is on, that will hold this whole building from racking. So all the bracing needs to stay until the roof has been framed.